Lee, we're looking ahead to Sunday and the first league game of the season. How much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much so. It was a fantastic night last night, and therefore we go into the season like full of beans. We know St Mirren well, obviously a fantastic season from them last season, and pretty consistent in terms of their squad, apart from losing Maine, and adding Mandaron, similar style of player. We know how difficult the game will be, and we've got obviously a 3-day turnaround for this one, so we've got to assess the walking wounded, but this is a great test now for us as a football club and our strength in depth to be able to potentially mix and match in games over the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks.
How much confidence does a result like Thursday give the lads ahead of this first game of the season?
I don't think we lost a lot of confidence, if I'm honest. I think like players had that sort of real intense sort of focus and motivation, and that's a good place to be, but there's a lot of exertion that goes into that, as you saw in the performance last night. So today is about looking in the whites of the eyes, talking to the physios, the sports scientists and all those factors, not picking a team too early at the moment for Sunday and just letting all the information come into me. But these are the factors that I suppose maybe sort of fans and anybody in football that's not in the daily mix are all considerations when you pick football teams.
I was going to ask about the team selection, but in particular the goalkeeper situation, because obviously Marshall and Wallacott both had injuries on Thursday night. Can you give us an update on that and also how well Max Borch came in and adapted to the situation?
Yeah, well, I was very pleased for Max and for us in terms of the way he stepped in. He'd played 90 minutes as well the day before, don't forget, which I went to see that game, and he done very well and made some big saves in that as well. He's young, but he's a great kid. He's athletic, he's powerful, and he's got a load of potential. So it was great to see him in that environment and have to adapt very quickly and cope very well. Also, the lads to look after him and how the lads encouraged him was very good to see on a good night where we've won the game. So, of course, again, when it comes to this scenario and situation now, there's so many factors that I've got to consider, and we've already had a 90-minute meeting this morning based on all the potential outcomes of both scans and options for Europe registrations and all those type factors. So it's really complex and something that we're going to have to consider over the next certainly 24 hours, but potentially 3 or 4 days.
You mentioned on Thursday night talking about the depth of the squad and the fact that we will be playing Thursday, Sunday for the next few weeks. How important is it that you can have trust and confidence in the full squad ahead of what's going to be a busy month ahead?
Super important. This is where we want to be. We want to be fighting on all fronts in all competitions, and at this moment today, obviously we're only 2 games in officially to our season, and the next one is the league campaign, of which we're desperate to get off to a really good start. And yes, it's going to be an exciting season, and I think what was nice was last night everybody saw that, and I think you can see our threats. We have to keep our best players fit, but when we do, we're making additions all the time, and we're getting better and better, and it feels like a really good football club to be at the moment.
Appreciate your time. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.